that the producers, far left-wing activists in Hollywood, are turning on her, and Disney has canceled all of Rachel Zegler's appearances on their media platforms. Kind of tough.
And there is no resolution in sight for the Walt Disney Company when it comes to Snow White 2025 at the box office. This is exactly why Bob Iger, the Disney CEO, is in pure panic mode over not just the Rachel Zegler backlash, but the entire backlash surrounding this movie in general.
After months of chaos, fan outrage, and industry backlash, Disney has pulled the trigger. Snow White is getting rebooted. Again. This comes in the wake of the infamous Rachel Zegler-led version, now widely slammed as one of Disney's biggest flops in recent memory. At a closed-door media event, Disney higher-ups didn't mince words. This new remake? It's damage control, plain and simple.
And just how once trusted critics that shilled for the Disney Company all the time, even they are beginning to turn their back against them. That's how bad this movie truly is. Even if you look at the IMDb rating score, that's when you really know how terrible this movie is and how it really hit rock bottom.
Disney's calling it a return to classic storytelling, a move to win back trust and reconnect with generations of disillusioned fans. The Zegler version, pitched as a modern feminist reimagining of the 1937 classic, grabbed headlines fast, but not for the right reasons. Its drastic changes sparked outrage, turning nostalgia into backlash overnight.
There is a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her. Yeah. Weird. Super weird. So we didn't do that this time.
Disney thought it was pushing boundaries. Fans saw it as burning bridges. Backlash exploded online after Zegler's comments surfaced, remarks seen as dismissive of the original's legacy, calling the prince irrelevant and the romance awkward. Those sound bites went viral, fueling a storm of debate that quickly turned into pure resentment.
After one hell of a PR tour, Disney's live-action Snow White is finally, I know, you were wondering.
Behind the scenes, Disney was blindsided. Sources say execs were stunned by the backlash. Early test screenings were already lukewarm, but the real fallout hit when the trailer dropped. Suddenly, nostalgic fans, online communities, and film critics found rare common ground: outrage over what Disney had done to a classic.
That despite my flaws, and despite my cracks and my breaks, and there are many of them,
she's a good actress,
that at every premiere and everything I do, people will wait in line to see.
Wow. The ego on this girl is ridiculous. Wow.
This wasn't just backlash, it was a full-blown PR crisis. Hashtags slamming the film's direction trended for weeks. Disney's damage control went into high gear, but the fire wouldn't die. Now, in a clear move to wipe the slate clean, the studios greenlit a brand new Snow White, set to start production in late 2025.
And you have parents looking at Disney being like, what are you doing, guys? Like, this is supposed to be a place where magic happens, and all you're doing is indoctrinating kids, and you're having this person be the poster child of the Democratic Party.
No cast has been confirmed yet, but Disney made one thing clear. This version's going back to its roots. Expect the magic, the music, the fairy tale charm. Everything the last one stripped away. Beloved characters are back. So is the soul of the story. Launching a reboot this fast isn't just bold. It shows how high the stakes really are for Disney right now.
Look no further than what Disney is doing with their woke, DEI, feminist agenda.
Disney's facing heat over its live-action streak, most of which has fizzled with critics and at the box office. With Snow White teetering on the edge of brand damage, execs are banking on a sharp, faithful reboot to save it. Insiders say this version will stick closely to the 1937 storyline, with a few subtle, modern tweaks. But the heart, the classic, it's coming back strong.
Tell me if this is attractive to you. Like, does this, imagine you invested into her being the face of the movie, and she's the main character, and she's trying to promote the movie. Would this make you want to go watch the movie when she's starring in it and she's the main?
This time, Disney says the changes will be respectful, not revisionist. One producer put it bluntly, "We're not fixing what isn't broken. We're reintroducing it with grace." It's a hard pivot from the last attempt, which many felt tried too hard to tear down the original. Casting rumors are already flying, but so far, Disney's keeping quiet.
Destroyed hundreds of millions of dollars worth of IP for Disney, but she also has destroyed her career and the careers of anybody who worked on the movie.
Sources close to the production say Disney's hunting for a lead with classic Hollywood charm, someone relatable, charismatic, and vocally strong. This time, they're not taking chances. After the last film's off-screen drama stole the spotlight, insiders say strict media training will be in place to keep the message tight and aligned with the film's tone.
The producers, far left-wing activists in Hollywood, are turning on her, and Disney has canceled all of Rachel Zegler's appearances on their media platforms. Kind of tough.
Producers say far-left activists in Hollywood are turning on her, and Disney? They've pulled the plug on all of Rachel Zegler's media appearances. Tough break.
We'll still offend the dwarves, but we'll CGI dwarves. So we'll guarantee no employment for little people while getting rid of this other component that warranted CGI. It was the worst decision they could possibly make.
Disney's new focus on cohesive storytelling follows some tough lessons learned. Leaked documents revealed major internal clashes between the marketing, creative, and PR teams during the Zegler rollout. The result? Conflicting messages and a promotional campaign that often seem to be working against itself.
You could look at the fact that she has been sabotaging this film for years at this point, all in this sort of pursuit of entitlement.
The new Snow White reboot is under much tighter oversight to avoid past mistakes. It's not just the film's reputation at risk. Merchandise tied to the previous release tanked. Major retailers slashed prices on toys and apparel just weeks after launch.
It's no longer 1937, and we absolutely wrote a Snow White that is
saved by the prince.
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about
she's gonna die.
true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can.
Inside sources from Disney's Consumer Products division reveal millions in unsold inventory. The financial blow was serious, and analysts say Disney can't risk another commercial flop tied to one of its core properties. To tackle this, the studios brought in a fresh team of creatives to lead the reboot.
And to everyone who hates when I win, the winged victory came to the Louvre in pieces, and people still line up to see her. And I can only hope that despite my flaws, and despite my cracks and my breaks, and there are many of them,
Early reports say the screenwriter is known for blending sentimentality with strong character arcs. The director, set to be announced soon, has a proven track record in both animated and live-action films with global appeal. Disney's hoping this combination will bring depth, heart, and universal resonance to the new version.
Disney responded by scaling back the premiere. I don't know that anyone really showed up to the premiere. The Rotten Tomatoes reviews are looking pretty bad, and they did. It seems like they tried to tweak a few things, but this movie is bad.
While the plot will largely stay true to the original, updates are expected. Sources say the beloved forest animals will make a comeback, with enhanced animation blending practical effects and CGI. The dwarfs will be reimagined with care, avoiding the controversy of their exclusion or redesign from the last film. Music will take center stage once again, with new compositions alongside restored classics like Someday My Prince Will Come and Hi-Ho. Perhaps the biggest shift is Disney's decision to involve legacy animators and consultants from past princess films. These veterans, many of whom helped shape the iconic Renaissance-era classics, are being brought in to guide the tone, pacing, and emotional consistency. Disney's leadership believes reconnecting with its artistic roots is key to rebuilding goodwill. The project's early press release took a notably humble approach, acknowledging past missteps without calling anyone out by name. "I just want the magic back," wrote one user. "Give me the songs, the romance, a forest. I'll be there opening night if they do it right this time." Disney hopes that sentiment will translate into trust and ticket sales. The film is set to enter pre-production in late 2025, with a release projected for spring 2027. Marketing will be a long lead-up with teaser art, soundtrack previews, and behind-the-scenes content to build hype. Disney is also in talks with the parks to bring Snow White theming back ahead of the film's debut. Whether this strategy will work where the last failed is uncertain,